Hello, my name is Namita Sri Handini and you can call me Mita. Today, I will tell you about the summary of the lessons during the semester in basic speaking class. We have learned 8 units. The first is small talk. Small talk is used to start the conversation. You can use small talk for the first, for opening the conversation. For the example, hi, long time no see, how are you? And the second, for giving a compliment on someone's looks. You can say, you look good in red. And the last, for asking the time. You can say, pardon me, what time is it, miss? And unit 2 is the expression of compliment. What is the meaning of compliment? Compliment is an expression that we say to express or give praise to someone, maybe on how they look or how they do the actions. When you want to offering the compliment, you can say, wow, that's a great performance. And the second, when you want to accepting the compliment, you can say, thank you, that's very kind of you to say that. And the last, when you want to rejecting the compliment, you can say, you are just flattering me. Unit 3 is talk about asking and telling help. What is the meaning of that? Asking and telling help is an expression that we say to ask or tell conditions to someone. When you want to asking help to someone, you can say, are you feeling any better? And when you want to telling someone about your conditions, you can say, I've got pain in my back. Unit 4, we talk about the expression of sympathy and condolence. What is the meaning of the expression of sympathy? Sympathy is an expression or feeling of pity and sorrow when we know or see when people in a bad condition, have a trouble, or feel unlucky. When you want to offering your sympathy, you can say, I can imagine you feel bad. When you want to showing no sympathy, you can say, you got what you deserved. And when you want to accepting the sympathy, you can say, that's very kind of you to say that. And the last, when you want to rejecting the sympathy, you can say, I don't need your sympathy. The next is the expression of condolence. What is the meaning of the expression of condolence? Condolence is an expression or feeling of sympathy or sadness, especially when we know when people or someone feels so sad because the death of a family member or a friend. And when you want to offering the condolence, you can say, I know how you must feel. And when you want to responding the condolence, you can say, it's God's will, I suppose. Okay, Unit 5, we talk about the expression of describing people and object. Okay, for describing people. Describing people is when we describe someone's appearance, feelings, and characters. Okay, I will give you the example for describing people. I will describe my favorite cartoon. My favorite cartoon is Vanellope. Vanellope is a little glitch female characters in Sugar Rush Speedway in Wreck-It Ralph. She is the duet racer, the president, and the princess in the same game. Vanellope is the best friend of Ralph. Okay, the next is describing object. Describing object has two kinds. The first is describing place and the second is describing thing. Okay, for the first, describing place. Describing place is when we describe the location, the people who live there, the tourists, and the climates of location. And for describing thing is when we describe the function, the parts, and the characteristic of the thing. Okay, I will give you the example for describing place. I will describe Angsana Beach because Angsana Beach is one of the famous beach in South Borneo. Angsana Beach is one of the best place to relax your holiday in South Borneo. Angsana Beach is located in Tanjung. It takes 5 hours to go there. Angsana Beach is the cleaner beach I have ever visited in South Borneo. Angsana Beach has a beautiful view, many trees, and white sand. So, Angsana Beach is the best place to holiday and relax your day. The next is Unit 6 about daily routine. What is the meaning of daily routine? Daily routine is what we do regularly every day. Daily routine linked to important tenses. The first is simple present. Simple present is used to tell what happens regularly. And the second is simple past. Simple past is used to tell what happened in the past. I will give you the example for daily routine. I usually wake up at 6 a.m. and I spend my first 10 minutes to pray and making bed. Then I go take a bath. At 6:30, I have my morning breakfast. Then I prepare my bag to go to campus. At 6:45, I go to the campus with my father because I have a class at 7. Unit 7, we talk about the expression of apologizing. What is the meaning of apologizing? Apologizing is to tell someone that you are sorry for having done something that caused someone inconvenience or unhappiness. For the example, when you want to making an apology, you can say, I'm so sorry, I'm late today. And when you want to accepting an apology, you can say, don't worry about it. In the last, Unit 8, we talk about the expression of complaining. What is the meaning of complaining? Complaining is the expression of situation that unsatisfactory and unacceptable. I will give you the example for complaining. The first is making complaining. You can say, I'm so sorry to say this, but I have bought the television at your shop and the quality is bad. And the second, when you want to accepting complaining, you can say, I wish it never happened. And the third, when you want to delaying complaining, you can say, I suggest you to leave it here and we will check what you can do for your television. And the last is rejecting complaining. You can say, I'm so sorry, but there is nothing you can do with your television. I will tell you my impressions towards the face-to-face speaking class. For me, when the first time I'm entering this class, I'm so nervous and I don't want to speak for the first time, but in this class we have to get a score, then we have to speak. Then I built myself to you must speak. Through class by class, day by day. I'm not so afraid anymore to speak in English. Then because I have learned in this class, learning by the material, by sometimes you watching a YouTube, watching a video in YouTube, and we practicing in front of the class. So the speaking class is fun. I will give you my impressions towards the online class. For me, online class is fun too because we have the same activities when we are in the speaking class like usual before we have an online class. And the first is we are learning the material, then we are speaking by the dialogue, and sometimes I have problem with online class. The first is internet connections. Sometimes it's good, sometimes it's bad. And the second is with the sound comes from around me. Sometimes it comes from friends from online class. I will score my speaking ability is 7.5. Why? Because I do not want to speak, and the second is I do not have many words in my vocabulary bank, so I promise to improve it every day. Okay, I will tell you my weaknesses and my strengths in speaking. The first is my weaknesses are I can speak in English but not so fluent. And the second is I do not have many words in my vocabulary bank. But my strength is I always study every day by watching a YouTube, maybe like a motivation words, a short movie, a tutorial, or a YouTuber that they speak in English, and I watch it without subtitle, and I promise I always improve it, and I always do my best. Okay, thank you for watching my video, and I hope you enjoy it, and see you in the next video.